בארץ ישראל. אדון העולם אשר מלך בטרם כל יציר נברא, לעת נעשה בחפצו כל, אזי מלך שמו נקרא, ואחרי ככלות הכל לבדו ימלוך נורא, והוא היה והוא ההווה והוא יהיה בתפארה, והוא אחד ואין שני, להמשלו להכבירה, בלי ראשית בלי תכלית, ולא העוז והמשרה, והוא אלי וחי גולי, וצור חבלי בעת צרה, והוא ניסי למנוס לי, מנת כוסי ביום איכה, בידו הפקיד רוחי בעת אישן ואירה, ועם רוחי גבייתי אדון האלי ללא אירה. אדון אלוהים אשר מלך בטרם כל יציר נברא, בעת נשא בחפץ הכל, אזי מלך שמו נקרא, ואחרי ככלות הכל לבדו ימלוך נורא, והוא היה והוא הווה והוא יהיה בתפארה, והוא אחד ואין שני, להמשלו להכברה, בלי ראשית בלי תכלית, ולא העוז והמשרה, והוא אלי וחי גואלי, וצור חבלי בעת צרה, והוא ניסי ומנוס לי, מנת כוסי ביום אקרא, בידו הפקיד רוחי בעת אישן ואירה, ועם רוחי גבייתי אדון האלי, אדון האלי ולא אירא. Everlasting Lord of the world that reigned before every creature was created, when everything was done by his will, then his name will be called the King. And after all is done, like a bride, his reign is great and awesome. He was and he is and will be in glory, and he is one and there is no other to compare or to connect with, without a beginning, without an end. To him be the strength of the government, and he is my God and my living Redeemer, my rock in times of pain and trouble, and he is my banner, my sign of escape, the portion of my cup in the day that I call. In his hand will I trust my spirit, at the time when I sleep and when I awake, in my spirit and in my body, God is with me and I will not fear.
This land is your land, and this land is my land. From the California to the New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters, this land was made for you and me. As I went a walking that ribbon of highway, I saw above me that endless skyway, saw below me that golden valley. This land was made for you and me. I roamed and rambled, and I followed my footsteps to the sparkling sands of her diamond deserts. All around me a voice was sounding, this land was made for you and me. When the sun comes shining, then I was strolling, and the wheat fields waving, and the dust clouds rolling. The voice was chanting as the fog was lifting, this land was made for you and me.
This land is your land, this land is my land. From the port of Haifa to Yerushalayim, from the Red Sea sunsets to the Dead Sea waters. This land God made for Abram's seed. As I was traveling those Israeli highways, the Dead Sea Scrolls found, Passover feasts abound. From the old city to that golden gateway, this land God made for Abram's seed. I've roamed and rambled and followed his footsteps, from the Galil hot springs to Masada deserts, and all around me the prophecies were calling. This land God made for Abram's seed. Then Messiah comes here, he wipes away tears, the weeds and wheat to the goats and sheep. Our heads are lifting, now the sower is sifting. This land God made for Abram's seed. In the north, Betula, Tel Aviv and Jaffa, from the Wadi David out to Beersheba, from the Western Mall Hotel, Yad Vashem to the Hill of the Skull. This land God made for Isaac's seed. Settlements in Ariel and Swat, to windsurfing in Eilat, museums and schools far and wide, fruits and vegetables on the countryside, with computer tech growing and the cellular's phoning. This land God made for Isaac's seed. To Israel, this land was given by a Father in heaven, from kibbutz laborers to courageous prime ministers. This land is his land, numbering as the stars its sands. This land God made for Jacob's seed. This land is your home, this land is my home. From the Jezreel Valley to the top of Mount Hermon, from the Mediterranean to the River Jordan. This land God made for Jacob's seed. Then Messiah comes here, everything will be clear, from the Shuk marketplace to Zechariah's prophecy of grace, from the Knesset on top of the hill to Ezekiel's temple yet to be built. This land God made for Isaac's seed. From the Torah, prophets and Psalms to the new city of Jerusalem. This land God made for Joseph's seed. This land God made for Moses' seed. This land God made for John. Joshua's seed. This land made for David's seed. This land God made from Solomon's seed. Beloved Ishmael. Even with a UN partition, even with an Oslo agreement, this land was made for the promised seed. This land was made for the promised seed. Isaiah chapter 53, Amplified. See, behold, my servant will succeed in his task, acting and working wisely and prosperously. He'll be raised and lifted up, and highly extolled, exalted, and honored. Just as there were many who were astonished, shocked, and appalled at your servant, saying, his visage and appearance was so disfigured beyond that of any one like Adam, and his form marred beyond human likeness. So we will sprinkle and startle the many goyim of nations. Kings will shut their mouths in silence, amazed and speechless because of him. For what they were not told they will now hear and be known, and what they have not heard they will now understand and perceive. Who has believed our reported message and announcement, and upon whom is the arm of Hashem been revealed? Who could have seen the Lord's hand in this? He grew up before him like a tender young plant.